Okay, so here's example 1B, and I'm going to treat, it's really similar to the last one that we were doing, except that instead of having 3 terms, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms that we're going to be working with. And I'm going to use algebra tiles again on this one just so we can get a better feel for it. So the first thing that we do is we put our pencil down, or I'm going to just draw a fence and get this set up. So we have 9 green strips that represent the 9B. Okay, we have 6 negatives here. Okay, then we have our fence. We have 5 green strips that represent the 5B, and then we have 18. We have 18 positives that are there. Okay, and so what the way the book is guiding us is the same way that I would do this, where we want to get the greens by themselves. And so the first thing that it's going to ask us to do is actually bring the greens to the same side. Bring all the variables on the same side. Okay, so looking at these are 5 positive strips, 5 positive variables. And so we need to bring in the opposite. We're doing the inverse operation to get rid of them. So I'm bringing in 5 negative B's. And I need to do the same thing on the left-hand side as well. Okay, and as we've been saying, red and green will cancel out. Red and green will cancel out, and actually it's going to cancel all these out. So I'm just going to sweep these away to the side. Okay, over here though, we are able to get rid of some, but not all. And so what we will be able to get rid of is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greens. Okay, so I'm going to sweep those away. Okay, so now we're left with this new expression here, 4b minus 6 equals 18. Okay, let's get these to the other side so we can have the variable by itself. Okay, so I need to bring in the opposite, and I'm going to bring in 6 positives, and I have to do that same thing on the right-hand side also. Okay. The reds and the yellows will cancel each other out. But since on this side here, the yellows are just going to combine. They're just going to be combined, and we'll be left with 24. From this last point here, now that the variable is by itself, we turn and burn. So turn those, and then we deal it out like cards. I'm going to give 2 just to speed up the process. 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 2. Okay, and so there we go. And so what we're saying here is that, so 4b equals 24, but 1b is going to equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in our answer here, B is going to be equal to 6 positives. Okay, I want to take a look at this in actual, some actual numbers instead of using the algebra tiles, just so you can see how we get to the same result. Okay, and so the first thing that we need to do is, or what we did, is we got rid of the 5b, and the way we do it is subtract 5b on both sides. On this side, they got swept away, or they got canceled out. On the left-hand side, we had 9 positive B's and 5 negative B's, and we were left with 4b. Our new expression was 4b minus 6 equals 18. And it was a positive 18. Doesn't matter if you write that or not. The next step was we brought this 6 over to the other side. The way that we would do that is to bring in 6 positives. And we have to do that to both sides. These will cancel out. And over here, as we showed, we actually will combine these where we get 24. We get 4b equals 24. The last step to solve this, that turn and burn, what you're actually doing is you're taking those 24 and you're dividing it among the 4 B's that you have. The way we would show it is divide by 4, divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 equals 1b. So that equals, and we would just write that as b. b equals 6. Done deal.